I am not worried about recording. Hey guys, Panther0822 here. We are gonna try this again. I have changed some settings to see if we can get this to run smoother. I'm hitting some issues, so I am a bit frustrated as far as that goes. But we will get through this. I need to at least try and talk to Cray at the very least, and then I need to see if there's any tricky journal as far as quests go. But for the most part, I think I need to try and get back to
We must go to Dantooine, to the Enclave. There is something there that you must hear if you are to understand. I have no time for questions, and any answers will have to wait until we stand within the Enclave together.
Nope. Which means I need to keep bringing Twitter in my parking. Sure. I do need a folder. Making our way to the probably going the wrong way. Play. I wonder if I can actually get into that.
You a new salvager? Or one of those Kondad cantina rats coming here to complain? Well, we don't need another one. Look around this camp. I'm gonna get...
Okay, so pretty much the same.
And there now. So...
Careful about that because if I bounce my mouse in a particular way. It will pull the screen in a particular way.
It is different. It has been some time. Forgive me, but I need to rest. Go on. The council awaits. I will remain here. Yes, afraid for you. As I always have been, I will be fine here. Whatever answers the council have are for you alone. I am tired. The journey has been a long one, and I need to center myself. Know that much may happen here, but above all, do not forget this. You may trust in me. We cradle each other's lives, and what threatens one of us threatens us both. And if you find you cannot trust me, trust in your training, trust in yourself. Never doubt what you have done. All your decisions have brought you to this point. They shall see what you have become.
It is not as it was.
But perhaps that is for the best.
We were wondering when you would arrive. This moment has taken some time to reach us, and I imagine you have many questions.
Or perhaps you've come for revenge.
No. I guess I'm gonna ask that question.
We cast you out of the Order because you followed Revan to war. There was no other reason.
No, there was another. You had become different somehow, changed. The war had changed you.
You were no longer a Jedi, but we could not tell you why. Some explanations mean nothing unless the one who suffers comes to the answer on their own. What had happened to you was punishment enough, and the Jedi do not kill their prisoners.
And if you had stayed, you would have changed us, and that we could not allow.
You already know the answer. You've noticed it in those who travel with you.
Have you noticed that when you act, others follow?
Those that travel with you.
They follow you, without question, without hesitation.
Against their instincts, and sometimes against their sense.
It is because you are a leader, but that still fails to grasp the meaning of what I'm trying to tell you.
It is not an easy thing to explain. Surely you are familiar with force bonds. It is the bond that develops between apprentice and master when one truly understands another. It is developed over time through understanding of each other. Yet you do it so easily, and we do not know why.
You make connections through the Force, and it resonates with those who travel with you. The resonance is even greater when they, too, are Force-sensitive.
Your actions affect others more than you know. You draw others to you, especially those strong in the Force.
When you suffer, their spirit echoes it. And when they are in pain, their pain becomes yours. We do not know, but it is not the first time you felt the weight of so many lives.
And that is why the Mandalorian Wars echo within you still.
We did not cut you off from the Force. You were merely deafened to it. Because of that last battle of the Mandalorian Wars.
The screams of countless thousands, Jedi and Mandalorians, crushed by the planet's gravity, annihilated.
Their lives still scream across the surface of that dead planet, and within you. To hear the Force over such pain, it is not possible. It was too much for any Jedi to endure, and it is a wonder that you did not die there when thousands perished. All those you had fought with and struggled with. You cut yourself off because you had to if you were to survive. You had hints of it in the war on Doxon. Malachor was simply the final blow.
You were deafened.
At last, you could hear.
You were broken.
You were whole.
You were blinded.
And at last, you saw.
When you returned to us, we saw what had happened. You carry all those deaths at Malachor within you. And it has left a hole, a hunger that cannot be filled.
In you, we saw a wound in the Force.
In you, we saw the end of the Force.
Yes, you can feel the Force, but you cannot feel yourself. You are a cipher, forming bonds, leeching the life of others, siphoning their will and dominating them. It is the teaching of these new Sith to feed on others, on other Force sensitives. They are symptomatic of the wound in the Force. You are a breach that must be closed. You transmit your pain, your suffering through the Force. Within you we see something worse than merely the teachings of the Sith. What you carry may mean the death of the Force, and the death of the Jedi. So you think. It is not the strength of a Jedi you feel.
He's right. It's all the death you've caused to get here. You feed on it, and you grow stronger. You're like Malachor. It's in you, it's what you are now. You must have noticed as you fought across all these planets, killing hundreds, only to become more and more powerful. Why do you think that was?
But what's worse is that bonding you have. It hasn't gone away. It's gotten stronger, and the more attachments you form, the more you draw others to you.
And that is why you are a threat to us all.
As you completely misplace, you are right in this, in one aspect as far as something goes.
What if other Jedi went to war as you did, suffered the same events, and emerged as you did? What if there was a crucible that trained such Jedi to consume and kill?
For you, Malachor was that crucible.
What's worse is these Sith that we face. I fear that they have learned the lesson of Malachor all too well. It is what allows them to prey on Force users, to become stronger when Force sensitives are near.
Somehow they have learned their hunger from you. And so you have brought about the end of the Jedi, and perhaps all the knowledge of the Force. But it is of no consequence. Your ability to make such connections, such bonds so easily are why you cannot remain. You are a threat to living creatures and all who feel the Force.
You will lead the Sith here, and that we cannot allow.
Our judgment before remains. Exile. You must leave. And you must leave without your tie to the Force. It is a punishment reserved for only a few, and only when necessary. But we have the power to cut you off from the Force, and it must be done.
Forgive us, but it is necessary.
I really don't feel like trying to fight all three of them, and we're mainly trying to stay on the light side of the equation. So,
Do not be afraid. You shall feel no pain, but this must be done. As long as you feel the Force, you are a danger to those around you.
Enough! Step away from him.
What?
Step away! He has brought truth, and you condemn it? The arrogance! You will not harm him. You will not harm him ever again.
I thought you had died in the Mandalorian Wars.
Die? No. Became stronger, yes.
Is this your new master, Exile? If so, then you follow Revan's path. Her teachings will cause you to fall as surely as he did.
Sit out, and now they have come to us.
As you would pass judgment on him, I have come to pass judgment on you all. Do you wish to feel the teachings born of the Mandalorian Wars? Of all tragedies that scream across the galaxy? Let me show you. You, who have forever seen the galaxy through the Force. See it through the eyes of the Exile. How could you ever hope to know the threat you face when you have never walked in the dark places of the galaxy, faced war and death on such a scale? If you had traveled far enough, rather than waiting for the echo to reach you, perhaps you would have seen it for what it was. There is a place in the galaxy where the dark side of the Force runs strong. It is something of the Sith, but it was fueled by war. It corrupts all that walks on its surface, drowns them in the power of the dark side. It corrupts all life, and it feeds on death. Revan knew the power of such places, and the power in making them. They can be used to break the will of others, of Jedi, promising them power and turning them to the dark side. Did you never wonder how Revan corrupted so many of the Jedi, so much of the Republic, so quickly? The Mandalorian Wars were a series of massacres that masked another war, a war of conversion, culminating in a final atrocity that no Jedi could walk away from, save one. And that is what I sought to understand. How one could turn away from such power, give up the Force, and still live. But I see what happened now. It is because you were afraid. It is done. He is no more. Take me to Atris. She will have the strength to do what the Council cannot.
Oh, I can't add anybody. Not add anybody. Okay, so that means I face whatever's in here alone. Okay, so we were able to get that, which pretty much triggered the events that are gonna bring close to ending the game. I am wandering in damn circles. That's gonna lead me out. Got one more second to explore and then we'll leave. You
The handmaiden took her. She thinks Kreia killed you. Of course she didn't. It's a lie. Another lie. The only thing that matters is the handmaiden believes it. And she's gonna react exactly how that old witch hoped she would. That's why she wanted the handmaiden on board, you know. So she could use her to reach the Telos Academy whenever she wished, without needing the access codes. Yes, the handmaiden knows who she is now. She'll take her to Telos, and Atris will do what she'll do to anyone she thinks is a Sith. Yeah, she will, if she can. Are you surprised? All that talk of hatred, manipulation, and standing on your own 2 feet? Sorry, you don't get any more Sith than that. Still, if we were all judged by who we were in the past, I don't think you'd understand who we are now.
It's actually a very good point.
That's what I was afraid you'd say.
What is wrong? Something troubles you. I can feel it. I do not understand what you mean. I would die for you. When I tell you my life for yours, it is my choice. And if there is an ending between us where my sacrifice can save you, it will be because it is my desire, not your will. I simply do. And sometimes there is no reason that can be given. What did you learn within the Jedi Academy?
I learned the truth.
Then that is the danger of their beliefs. They do not understand you, what it means to be human, to lead. The feelings I have for you are because of what I see, what I hear in your voice. All that tells me you're a natural leader. I follow because I believe in you. I would die for you because I believe in you. And where they look at you and see the death of the Force, I look at you and see hope for all life. I look at you and see that perhaps a life untouched by the Force is not the punishment it is believed to be. I will understand if you feel you must go on alone. But I ask that you do not. Instead, take strength from your connection to others. Do not forsake them as you did in exile. He awaits you at Telos. If you go there, you must face him. And when you do, he will wound you, as he has wounded me. I ask you, I beg you, to stay here with me. I know, but I could not let you go without asking you. This last time, I have never asked you for anything. I have fought alongside you, would have given my life to you many times over. And now there is something I must ask. I want to look upon you, where no one else can see. Where it is just us. I want to see your face, the color of your skin. I wish to see what the handmaiden sees when she looks at you, that causes her heart to race and her tone to change. What causes her to forsake her heritage, her oaths, as you made me forsake mine. I need to know if perhaps I am wrong, if the universe is not as my master once showed me. From the moment I heard your voice across the galaxy, I have longed for you. It is the echo, a wound that travels still, that when heard, made me understand that there was another wounded as I was. One who had felt the same sense of loss. When I heard it, I loved you more than my own life. And I wanted you to be here with me, for as long as you will let me love you. Stay. And I want you to see what I see when I gaze upon you. I want you to know why I cannot look at you, and why I am drawn to you.
Need to change my equipment up a little bit.
Who is there?
Who I am is not the question.
I am Atris, Jedi Master, the last historian of the Jedi, the last of the Jedi.
Those are titles, words you cling to as the darkness falls around you.
You are that which has attacked the Jedi. You are Sith.
Sith is a title, yes, but like you, the title is not who I am. It is not what I believe. For you, it is different. Know that there was once a Darth Treya, and that she cast aside that role, was exiled, and found a new purpose. But there must always be a Darth Treya, one that holds the knowledge of betrayal, who has been betrayed in their heart, and will betray in turn. You have bathed in the knowledge of the Sith. But there is not enough truth in such teachings. But it will be a step for you.
How did it happen?
Search your heart. It was never battle that called to you, never battle that caused you to fall. Alakor 5 has touched many things, and it casts its echoes still.
Why did he betray me?
You betrayed yourself. Do not blame the exile. And unlike you and I, there is still a chance that one may be saved. The one that you cast out.
Where is the exile? I had thought...
Oh, he will come. But it will be too late to save either of us. It is such a quiet thing to fall, but far more terrible is to admit it. Your mistress awaits. She has much to share with you.
The last of the handmaidens is before us.
It is good that you have returned. You have much to answer for.
What are you saying?
You have betrayed us. You have betrayed Atris.
You are no longer one of us. You followed the Jedi, betrayed your oath.
Listen to me. Atris has been touched by the Sith. It is not too late for...
Silence.
It is a crime to kill blood, but not to kill a betrayer as you.
Then you shall fall.
This is going to be a problematic fight. Or not.
Where have you been? You have been absent so long, I feared for your safety. Were you with the exile all this time?
Mistress, as you commanded, I...
Commanded? Did I command you to consort with him? To follow his teachings, to betray your oath?
Mistress, I do not understand.
Of course you do not, but you will learn.
Okay, we definitely want to do that.
This will teach you.
Oh, that's cheap.
This will teach you.
Feeling it wasn't intended to win that one.
Enough! Did you have feelings for him? Did you touch him? Did you look upon him with love? There is no love in that one. He is a shell, devoid of emotion. All that he was died at Malachor, and he dies there still, as he should. So, one exile has arrived to save another. It is no crime to kill the Sith, or any that threatened the Republic, as you proved in the Mandalorian Wars. This is now my battle, and you are now my enemy. Such a noble offer. Your execution has been too long delayed, exile.
Revitalize. There we go. Although, this might be a good time to save.
She said you would come here, to this place. If you think you can defeat me here, you are wrong. All this collected knowledge, all these teachings of combat and the Force, they're mine to command. And if I must use it to end you, I will. Surrender. You need not die. Atris. That is not who I am, not any longer. She has not existed for some time, I think. There was always something else within me. It just took time for its voice to be heard. Yes, the Sith are here at last. You have brought them to this place as I had foreseen. It has all been part of my plans for you. And when I defeat you and the forces you have brought to Telos, I shall take the battle to the heart of the Sith and wipe them out. Forever.
Yeah, no.
I do not know. Yet. But it does not matter. They have come here to face the Republic in battle, and they will be destroyed. Yes, the Sith are here at last. You have brought them to this place, and when I defeat you...
Okay, that's just a compensation move.
Surrender. To you, never. Let us end this.
Fine.
This will teach you.
Kill me. End this.
Nope.
I did not expect mercy from you, here at the end, after all that has happened between us. If you will not kill me, then what will you do? You always knew where they were striking from. You always knew. These Sith are spawned of you. Spawned by the Mandalorian Wars. All those deaths. All those Jedi. Their power is to feed on life, until nothing is left except a hollow galaxy, echoing with the screams of the Jedi lost to us. Yes, I had thought she was awaiting me at that place, but I see now that she lied. It was not meant for me, but for you. She has gone there. She is waiting for you to travel to Malachor 5, to finish what you started. Yes, you are an echo in the Force, a hollow space where it has been wounded. It takes a great act of destruction to create such emptiness, but it can be done. It creates places where the Force is difficult to hear, and difficult to find one's way, and you carry it with you, always. Now she seeks to create another echo, a wound in the Force, greater than the one before, greater than the one you caused. It will deafen all touched by the Force until no life is left. You were strong enough to withstand it once. But few have your strength in such matters, especially if they are unprepared. I do not know, but she needs you there. If you choose not to follow, she will murder herself at the heart of Malachor, and you will die along with her. You're important to her somehow, but I... But I do not know for certain. She is willing to sacrifice herself at the heart of that graveyard world for you. A choice others have made in the past. A choice I wish to make. It is because I care for you, and I suspect that you alone hold that place in her heart where nothing else lives. And that is why you are the only one who can stop the destruction to come. She seeks the death of all Jedi, all Sith, and the death of the Force. It is madness. It is impossible. But she believes you are the key. There are places in the galaxy dead to the Force where nothing lives, where the echoes travel forever and do not reach their destination. And these places may be created, even from the simplest of events, the slightest of motions. One person, at the right place, at the right time, can change the face of the galaxy, or end it.
Oh, that's a terrifying thought.
You're important to her somehow, but I do not know.
Okay, that's just a conversation.
And what will you do with me now? Abandon me here on this dead world, or end my life as I wish to end yours? I tied my life, my decisions to the Jedi. Perhaps only in separating myself from the Jedi can I become myself again, learn who I am. Perhaps exile is what I deserve, even though it is many years too late and you have already returned. Leave now, while you can. Save Telos. Save the galaxy. Save yourself.
You came for me. I thought I had lost you. Kreia. She said the Council had ended you, and all along she was one of those who had sought to kill us. When I heard her say that you were dead, I failed you. I let my emotion run through me and I acted without thinking. I wanted to punish her, hurt her, see her answer for what she had done to the Jedi, for leading you to the Council. Of course. Forgive my display. I am the last of the handmaidens no longer. I am Brianna, disciple of the last of the Jedi, and the one who will stand with you against all enemies who face us. It is good to hear it, after so long.
Got another person to deal with.
Well, what do we have here? I didn't believe it when Lino reported the Ebon Hawk at dock, but I guess it really has. Though given the trouble we've been having, maybe I shouldn't be surprised to see you. Lieutenant Grant, Sith forces have breached the module and are attempting to pen us up in the compound. Damn! Zeron, I need you and your men to break through and lead the assault. With pleasure, Lieutenant. All right, follow me. It came out of nowhere. A fleet of warships dropped out of hyperspace, and before we could scramble fighters to intercept them, we were under attack. There were Sith fighters everywhere, and the few flights we sent out were barely launched when the bombardment began. We did our best, but we couldn't stop the landing craft that followed the initial wave. We couldn't hold back the Sith troops. We chose to retreat and began the evacuation instead. Then there's also the fuel situation. Because we don't have enough fuel, we won't be able to keep the station in orbit and operational and fight off the Sith at the same time. We'll try to make the best of what we have left, but it's going to be cutting it pretty close. The Sith numbers seem limitless, but we haven't lost all hope. We've heard reports that we might be receiving some assistance. A squad of troops sent by Queen Talia are currently trying to keep the Sith from sabotaging the station's fuel system.
Does this mean you won't be putting us into force cages again?
If you need to get to the Ravager, then you're going to have to fight your way to the shuttle from here to the entertainment module, then make your way to the docking shuttle. Good luck.
Alright. Let us see if we can add a party number. We can add a party number. Home screen. Give me that. Alright, I was hoping to get to
I must leave you for a time to gather my Mandalorian warriors. We will rejoin you when the time comes for the assault on the Ravager. Don't worry about me. I can handle myself just fine. Look after your own health.
All right, men. The Sith are trying to hold us up in this compound. We need to break through or our reinforcements won't be able to move out. Now let's punch a hole in this Sith barricade.
goodness you're here. We just can't seem to make any progress against the Sith line. After they established their position, they brought out their turrets. They've been devastating our numbers. We managed to take a few out, but they just keep unloading more of them to replace the destroyed ones. It's up to you to help us throw them back. We gotta get them cleared out of here, and then we're ready for one last charge. All right, everyone provide covering fire for the Jedi, then advance on the Sith positions. We'll be right behind you. Good luck. Where that came from?
Good luck, sir. We're counting on you.
If you want to get through to the eastern part of the module, you better get going.
Well, I'm not dead. I guess that's something. I got hit by a grenade. I just barely missed the whole blast. Ugh. They're moving ahead towards the TSF office. It's tough going, though. The Sith, they seem to be everywhere. Well, that's a relief. Of course, if we can't stop the Sith from destroying the fuel controls, it won't matter one bit. If I'm good enough to survive this, then I'm good enough to join the fight. I'm here. Don't worry about me.
More where that came from. More where that came from. More where that came from. More where that came from.
Alright. Upgrade item. Lightsaber. Double lightsaber. What do we got? Had a crystal today. Damage +3, critical +2. 12 damage, 1 critical hit. Still pretty solid. Damage +2, attack +2. Attack +1, critical threat range ×2. Damage +2, blaster deflection +5. Damage +1/8, attack +3. Might do that, that's actually pretty solid. Damage +2. Charisma boost. Attack +1, wisdom +2. Dex 1, attack 1, stealth 4. Don't really use +2, attack +2. It's done easy for 3 rounds. That's actually really, really solid. I think we'll take that. Damage bonus +1 ion, damage bonus, destroyed 28 ion, mass critical. I think we're gonna go with that. Still don't have an edge for this thing. Dark side. Probably should have also checked armor line. Nada. Okay. This just got some stuff. Celestial Android. +4 against bludgeoning, +4 against piercing, +4 versus slashing, dex -3. Yeah. Strength +2. Pretty negative thing to dex, but it does provide some good solid stuff, so I guess we can go with it. A couple of things. That's 2. I think we'll do that. Or not.
I'm here. Don't worry. About me.
I think I might need to exit real quick. The game angle is weird. Okay, there we go. That was a bit frustrating.
Join you in the assault. These rank-and-file soldiers will do you no good aboard the Ravager. Let we Mandalorians lead the charge into battle and to victory. Kelborn, Zuka, you will be joining us.
You will not face this alone. I will go with you and be by your side. I would have it no other way.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go to HK. One, I need to level her. And actually, yeah. her lightsabers are maximized to the best of their ability, because I really do not want to go into this situation. And same with HK's weapon. I want to make sure that his weapon is maximized. I'm hoping they do that jack like camera angle. Put in there. I guess that one is fine. This one is not. Way, nothing to put there. Defense -1. DC-10. Something another. Defense 1. Blaster deflection -1. Not worried about that. Okay. That will work. And there's only one thing left here, so. Weapon. Okay. Oh, there's only one thing to upgrade it with, so I guess that'll work. Lightsabers are upgraded as much as we're going to be able to do, so I guess that's going to have to work.
Are your preparations complete?
Yep, let's do it.
Sir, Sith warship dead ahead of us. It's attacking Citadel Station.
Let's close the trap. Concentrate all fire on the warship and deploy red and blue wings to engage enemy fighters.
Sir, at this distance, our weapons will barely scratch it.
We can't hope to match its firepower, but we need to draw it away from Telos.
Sir, if it keeps firing on Citadel Station, the station won't be able to maintain its orbit.
I am aware of the situation, Lieutenant. I do not intend to lose Telos twice. And I know that ship. It was a Malachor 5.
of the Sith vessel and are securing the area. The vessel has suffered extensive structural damage, but its particle fields still maintain a minimal atmosphere within the ship. And our cargo? It's being brought aboard. Soon, teams will be dispatched to the target sites.
Do the Republic forces suspect?
No, Mandalore. The proton cores do not emit a signature the Republic ships can detect. If they do pick up the signal, they will assume it to be emanating from the ship's missile bays.
Did you get an ID signature on this vessel?
You were right about the vessel, Mandalore. It is of Malachor. It still bears the wounds of Mandalorian guns.
Then let's finish this. And remind the galaxy of Malachor 5.
What was that about?
Nothing you need to worry about, Sith.
You are coming with me.
Don't get all sentimental. I just don't trust you to get the job done. Been waiting for this for 10 years. It's just time to do things the old-fashioned way.
Thank you very much, buddy. I appreciate that. Let's get this done. Way to go.
No one crosses.
To battle.
No one That way, as I'm filling in the map and trying. That is a dead end.
Have you come to kill me? The final insult. Stripping Onderon, my soldiers, my home from me, only to have me die here. He happened. The hunger that fills this vessel. It is power, but it consumes without end. It is that power we felt on Onderon, that Vaklu felt. It was an echo, too strong to ignore. General Vaklu and I, when it seemed that we would need more to take Onderon, make it strong again, he came with his power, his soldiers. It seemed as if there was nothing we could not do, nothing the Queen could do to stop us. I have served the wrong master. He cares nothing for Onderon, its soldiers, its people. Everything exists to feed his will. I came here, to this dead ship, and now he will not permit me to leave. This ship, it is a graveyard of a terrible battle. Everything on it slowly dies, as long as he hungers.
It is the way of all life that serves him. In his presence, all life dies.
This ship is from Malachor. This Sith Lord of yours bolsters his fleet with ships from that world? He's nothing more than a scavenger.
I think he is of that place. If so, then his power may be great indeed. Greater than I had thought.
The Master suffers. If he cannot feed, then the hunger begins to consume him. The planet, Telos, he may feed on something upon its surface to sustain him a while longer. You think to lie to me still? I will not be deceived again. I told him, you know, what the old woman told me. I told him of the Academy here, of the Jedi here. I could not have kept it from him, even if I had wanted to.
He means that Jedi witch you travel with, Kreia.
Yes, the old woman on Onderon. She spoke of the Jedi Academy here on Telos, and my master was forced to come here. Then her lies will mean the planet's destruction. He will destroy all of Telos. He will turn it to fire again and crush the planet beneath him. He will devour them all, murder them all.
If there are no Jedi here, then my lord cannot feed his hunger. He will destroy the planet, the station. He will cleanse it of life. Even if the people below are not Force-sensitive, the small amount he can feed on from the mass destruction of the station and the life on the planet will sustain him a while longer. And if there are no Jedi below, he will have no other choice. Then he will suffer. Without something to sustain him, I do not know what will happen.
He will create nothing. He will end this place. Your old woman has killed this planet, and with it, countless other worlds that depend on its survival. You could not stop him even if you wanted to. And you cannot escape either. If the Force runs through you, he will feed on it when Citadel Station dies. Your time, your life, will end here.
No. No, it won't. That's my decision to make, not yours, so...
On the bridge. He waits on the bridge. Waiting for you? No, he does not wait for you.
I do not believe he knows his ship has been boarded. And if he did, he would not care. The extent of his power cannot be put into words, and his perceptions have grown as well. To him,
you are dust motes in a storm, a grain upon the beach, and as insignificant as a body that orbits the graveyard of Malachor. Fight him if you will, but if he turns his power upon you, you will be destroyed. This ship, is it his weakness? It should not exist, yet it cruises the darkness between the stars. He tore it from the mass shadows of Malachor, along with his fleet. That is a measure of his power.
The ship is barely holding itself together. The structural damage should have destroyed it long ago.
He holds it together. And he keeps us all alive. Just enough. Like rotworms within a dying beast.
More Jedi tricks.
No. Not Jedi. Not Jedi at all.
If he's so powerful, why hasn't he stopped us then? We've attacked his ship, killed his soldiers, and he's done nothing.
It is because he sees planets, stars, not people. To him, the planet below, the station with its teeming life, only that is massive enough to demand his attention. My only crime was Onderon's salvation, and now those hopes have turned grey. Kill me now, before they are stripped from me forever. He happened. The hunger that fills this vessel. It is power, but it consumes without end. It is that power we felt on.
Okay, so just conversation loop.
My only
Who wants to die first?
I shall It is strange. As you acted, suddenly I acted. It is like we were fighting in tandem as a force bond. Though I do not feel the same connection. Your impulse to kill, to attack that one, I felt it mirrored in me. It was a strange sensation. It was as if I had no choice in the matter. Perhaps, nevertheless, the impulse was strong. Yes, that bond that develops between master and their apprentice. Or between those that feel the force. Traumatic moments can bind. Just as proximity and slow growth may bind as well. Perhaps, nevertheless, the impulse was strong.
Surprised that I can't actually grab anything
target sites. Place the proton core, prime it, then give the signal, Mandalore. Arming signal received, Mandalore. The proton core is active. We still need to set 3 more charges. Mandalore, we're holding our position, but the Sith appear to be offering little resistance. It's like they don't even realize we're here.
Alright, so we've got 3 more locations to hit as far as that goes. Okay, that is a dead end.
Who wants to die first?
Hebenger Bridge, which I don't want to hit just yet.
This door leads to my cell. I had forgotten. If there is time, I would like to center myself. There is a meditation chamber within my cell that I would visit one last time. Past the surface, there is the Force. Where once there was a world that was strong in the Force, now there is a barren wasteland.
It's okay. It's gonna be fine.
It has taken time for me to return here. I lost my way, but I've been stronger for the journey. What happens now shall not be done out of hate or revenge, but for the sake of all life. And I ask you finally to forgive me. This body is a prison no longer.
Keep wandering in damn circles. What I need is right there. I want to see if I can set the 300 charges before I go up the elevator. That should not be too much of an issue. The problem is I don't exactly remember where...
You've reached one of the target sites. Place the proton core, prime it, then give... Arming signal received, Mandalore. Two more sites...
Okay. So, inadvertently found... I need to look that good thing. Especially when you get grenades. We'll take the secure door for $500, Alex. Security for just freaking. Shuttle. That is bridge. Home site 4. Okay, so I need to come back up and around this way and see if I can find a way that way. Straight up. Guys, I think the wife might need my attention for something, so give me a sec. Alright, I am back. I apologize for that. Got some doors and stuff we haven't quite explored. That was worth the tumbler for security to get through. Can't go through that door.
You've reached one of...
Okay.
Arming signal received, Mandalore. The only one proton core remains to be set. We're encountering heavy... What the hell was that? I told you to wait! Mandalore, we've made contact with the enemy, and one of the cores has detonated prematurely. Was it in the target zone? No, Mandalore. We have failed you. I offer you my... Do we have another core? No, Mandalore. Even with the other 2 cores set in the ship, it will not be sufficient to destroy the vessel. We need to find another proton core, or we need to make one. All right, wait for my signal. This isn't over. And don't kill yourself before I tell you.
Okay, so we have gotten that bomb site. We've got that bomb site. That's for meditation. That's the bridge. That is the 4th bomb site, which I'm pretty positive we've already done. There's something over here. Do I need to come back up and around? I need to retitle the name of this episode.
Yeah, what do you want? I thought that the Force would be enough of a weapon for a Jedi like yourself. Need a little something extra to work up your courage in a fight. Right, that makes sense. I'm sure the others are just too embarrassed to ask for themselves, so they sent you in their place. but don't get too attached to them. I only have time to make so many. Now, was there something else you needed?
No. Well, I guess at this point, it is to the bridge we go. Maybe. There's something over here.
Who wants to die first? Who wants to die first?
That went over. we've very thoroughly explored the ship. Like, super explored the ship. Go take on
Yeah, what do you want?
Okay. Alright, I think this is gonna be a good place to save. Alright, to the bridge we go. Forgive me for saving incessantly.
A weakness.
No one crosses.
bring that up. I'm gonna bring security up by 2. We've got 1 point left. Put it. Surprised I have not done improved critical. Some of these, because I would rededicate them to other things. Alright, what do we want to do? I think I might maximize flanking. Yeah, we're gonna maximize that. Really do not want to lose progress. I think I'm going to take a look at that armor really quick, mainly because a lot of times if you've got like set something, Dex 4, skill persuade +1 charisma. The advance is still a defense 3, max Dex 4, skill persuade 1, but it also gives a charisma bonus of +2 and a wisdom of +1. Okay. How about the belt? Words resistance plus work speed. Wisdom plus 1. I think I will take that. Very much. Current armor is defense 1, plus 2, and regenerates points 1. I'm thinking I'm gonna stay with that, mainly because as much as I like the Jaw Shade advanced stuff, it does not. Oh, my first one's regenerate. Although, given the fight I'm about to go into, I might consider that. But I will think about it. Not exactly, because I want to go back to the room I was in. Finally found a bloody edge.
This door leads to the bridge and my former master. If you wish to gather your strength, this is the last time.
Although there's a room over here that we haven't got to, and I want to get to that room. So we're gonna go. So I'm gonna go right up over. On till morning. use that too. There's not anybody here. Saves all 4, dexterity 2. I might actually give him this, especially given the battle we're about to be in. Damage resistance 5 versus quite a few things. One thing, one thing. I think I'm going to give them that. Deck my character out this stuff. Losing the regeneration of 1, you know, will be a little annoying, but the bonuses are that's pretty solid. He doesn't really need the strength bonus, but the defense 1 and the possibility of stunning. That would be a good thing for you. I'll wait till I'm in front of the door to see if we need that. Okay, so this is mainly a curiosity thing. Currently save will +2, wisdom +2. Right. That might actually help quite a bit given what we're doing. already wearing the belt. Alright, so wearing the armor, the belt, and the gloves. There is nothing else there, and there's not anything there. The reflex package gives my reflex +1. Let's do it.
No, do not harm him. I am the one who has betrayed you. I am the one who should suffer. I will return to you. But please, do not harm him. Do not what you did to me. I beg you. Alright, I am gonna want to actually do that. Is too powerful. I will try. See with the Force and my eyes.
What the hell are you doing up there? We need to get off this ship, now!
I saw a graveyard world, surrounded by a fleet of dead ships. I felt it through him, as I feel it through you. You are my master now, and I will follow wherever your path takes you. My path is at an end.
straight and to the right.
He awaits you at Tilo. I ask you, I beg you, to stay here with me. I know. But I could not let you go without asking. I have never asked. I want to look upon you. I wish to see what causes her to forsake her heritage, her oaths, as you made me forsake mine. I need to know if perhaps I am wrong. If the universe is not as my master once showed me. From the moment I heard your voice across the galaxy, I have longed for you. It is the echo. A wound that travels still, that when heard, made me understand that there was another wounded as I was. One who had felt the same sense of loss. When I heard it, I loved you more than my own life. And I wanted you to be here with me, for as long as you will let me love you. Stay, and I want you to see what I see when I gaze upon you. I want you to know why I cannot look at you. And why I am drawn to you.
Okay, so I've already done that.
Yeah, what do you want?
I've already found the pack. Okay. So why can I not place... Alright, this is stuff weird. Site 1. Maintenance work. I've already got bomb site 2. I've already got this one. Maybe I need to come back to this one? bomb site again to make sure. Frustrating. How am I missing that? I don't think there's anything on the bridge I need to deal with. Or... yeah, there's no bomb site. I've explored everything. So what the hell am I missing? This happened to me the first time I played the game, and so it's frustrating. I'm trying to figure out. wife needs my help with something. I'll be right back. Alrighty, guys, I'm really sorry about that. I needed to do something as far as the puppo goes. That's a heck of a weapon. I'm not sure I want to do that. Yeah, that's a heck of a weapon. I think I know who I want to give that to. I didn't know you could break down the crystal. I'm not going to, there's no reason to. A lot of damage, but that's some other cool stuff. But I'm pretty happy with what we've got. Keeping frag grenades, keeping grenades. Didn't know that you could break down other items either. I think I'd rather sell them than break them down, so. Didn't know I had any more HQ parts. Like I need a lab, and I am not seeing any reason I can use workbench to allow full door, and then override. Okay. Remove proton core. Item received. I think we need to go back to bomb site 1. That's what I think we need to do.
target sites. Place the proton.
I've already seen this sequence enough times.
Arming signal received, Mandalore. The proton core is active. That's the last of them, Mandalore. We can destroy the
Alright guys, sorry.
ship on your command.
Wow, you are just not wanting to behave game-wise, are ya? You're catching me just fine, you're just not catching the game very well.
Yeah?
A little... I wonder why you are not behaving. Back and forth here really quick, just mainly because I've noticed that it's kind of frozen on a couple of screens. You're bloody stuck again. What the? Okay. Give me a minute, guys. I'm gonna re-add the game capture because for some reason it's being a royal pain in the tushy. Specific Kotor. This. Put back to the game. Leave.
Admiral Onasi wanted to speak with you, sir. As I understand it, there was something private he wished to ask you. Concerning a mutual acquaintance, I believe is how he put it.
It's a little beat up, but it's still home. I wasn't able to be here to protect it when the Sith attacked the first time. This time you gave me a second chance. I owe you. I've read your records, how the Jedi sentenced you for doing what you believed. You wandered past the Outer Rim during your exile. I ask you, did you find any trace of Revan? I served with him, like you did. and we had to part ways, like you did. He said that there were places where he had to walk where I could not go, places where having allies, or anyone he cared about, would only place them in danger. It's been 4 years, and I still don't know what happened to him. He told me to stay here, to try to keep the Republic strong, and that he would return. It's the hardest request I ever had to follow. I don't know, but it was important to him. He said that he believed something had been behind the Mandalorian Wars, that it hadn't been the Mandalorians' choice to attack the Republic. Whatever it was, I think he went off to find it, to fight it. It was near the end of the Jedi Civil War, when it seemed like we were going to lose everything. We met on a Republic warship called the Endar Spire. It was being attacked over Terrace, and the Sith had stolen the ship. We saved the Republic, but it was like the war didn't end for him. He would keep remembering things that he'd done, and it kept driving him. And I think he finally remembered something terrible that he'd done during the Mandalorian Wars, and he went to put an end to it. He left a lot of people who cared about him behind. But I think he did it because he thought it was the right thing to do. But whatever he set out to do, I don't think he succeeded. And here you return, with his ship, without him. Yes, wherever he went, your ship's been there. If you return to that place, if you find some trace of Revan... No, simply tell him that Admiral Onasi is following his orders.
I think we can do that.
Safe journey, Exile.
Did he know?
No, he didn't.
There are times I fear we shall never know where he left Karth, and I cannot live not knowing the answer. Why he sought to protect us.
He asked us to stay, to keep the Republic safe. It was important to him. And after meeting the Exile, I'm convinced that there are worse things to lose in the galaxy.
Oh, that was interesting.
It has been some time.
You were a fool to return. I spared you once. I will not do so again. Why have you returned?
Because now I understand why the exile did what he did. There is much to be done.
Alright, as much as I want to You know, I think I am going to do this as an edited episode, because based off of this, it's probably so. Anyways, this is actually where I'm going to leave the episode. We have one final thing to do, which is do the game and do the next episode. So thank you guys so much for watching. I know this streamed for a bit, so thank you guys so much for watching with me. And until the next time, this is Panther 0822. Peace out, guys. Have a fantastic night.